We appreciate him being here tonight. And another really a big thank you to the athletic department here at Ayersville Schools, giving us this space here in the press box, making us feel very welcome. We got, like I said, we got a VIP ride to the press box and good food up here, some terrific pizza and wings. So we got nothing to complain about. Had a great night. And if you're an Aces fan and if you are watching, you already know. But if you are just joining us, you got nothing to complain about either. Hicksville came out strong in the first 24 minutes, and they are currently holding a 20-0 lead as we get ready to start the third quarter. Now the Pilots will get the ball to start quarter number 3, and we'll see what kind of an adjustment they have made. I imagine there might have been some interesting verbiage thrown around in the Pilots locker room at halftime. And the Aces, of course, I can sum it up short and sweet. I'm pretty sure what Justin Davis and the rest of the coaching staff said is just stay focused, play hard, and keep doing what you are doing, and don't let them get ahead of the sticks. So a 3-score lead for the Aces as we get ready to get quarter number 3 underway again. So glad to have you with us tonight. Hope you are enjoying the live coverage here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. If you are, and you have not already done so, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Subscribing really helps us out with the search engines and the metrics and all that kind of stuff. But most of all, you can hit the notification bar, and that way you're the first to know whenever we schedule a new live stream event. And we do all of our sports live streams here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel, and whenever we add content to the HIX-TV Video On Demand library on the YouTube channel as well. We're underway. Kick is up. Scooped up back at about the 15-yard line. And he runs into a wall at about the 30 and brought down a couple yards after that. To the many who have already subscribed, by the way, we want to say a huge thank you. And if you are not one of them, please consider joining us. We'd love to have you as part of the community of Hicksville Community Television. All right. 1st and 10 for the Pilots on their own 32-yard line, and the Aces come out on defense. We'll get ready to get things going here tonight. And a great fake from Sigler. And he faked everybody out. A quick handoff and first down yardage as they crack across midfield and they get into Aces territory. 1st and 10 on the Hicksville 49-yard line. Sigler again up under center. And another quick handoff. And that would be Knieven with the carry. And again, another strong run for number 44 as he'll take it inside the 45-yard line to the 43. And that'll bring up 2nd and about 4 for the Pilots. Clock rolling, 11 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Pilots behind the 8 ball a little bit. They need to score early and often here in this second half. And nothing doing that time. Sigler tried to hang on to it himself. He's going to be dropped back at about the 45-yard line. That'll lose him a couple. Make it 3rd and 6. So a 3rd and 6 for the Pilots. Sigler will run in the play from the sideline. Sigler hands it off, and there's a good run. Dylan Brown gets the carry. Number 9, Brown, will move the chains as he found a nice seam and was able to work his way down. They finally get him at about the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Pilots. So the Aces had him backed up a bit with a 3rd and 6, but the Pilots with a nice handoff and a nice seam opening up in the offensive and defensive line for Brown. Another quick handoff. Knieven is going to get close to first down yardage. The Aces are going to need to see if they can figure out some way. They've started doing this really fast handoff with 3 backs behind Ziegler. And so the Aces are going to need to make an adjustment if they can. 2nd and 3 as the Pilots have advanced to the 24-yard line of the Aces. Ziegler behind center. And another quick handoff to Knieven, and again, Knieven finds the seam. They hand it off, and he's off to the races so quickly. The Aces' defensive line is not having a lot of time to react. And he's just finding the gap, and off he goes. Another first down as they advance to the 12-yard line now. And the Pilots knocking on the door here in the red zone. Looking to draw a little closer to get this third quarter started here at their home field tonight. And this time, Knieven does not find the seam. And that's going to be about a yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and about 11. So the Aces sniffed that one out. Pilots will break huddle. Again, Knieven with a full house behind him. And again, Knieven is going to get flagged, and then there are flags thrown. 2 flags, one from the side judge and one from the back behind the line. They're indicating a face mask. Personal foul, face mask against the Pilots. Oh, wait a minute. And now they're saying against the Aces. Okay. Nothing like a decisive official that knows what's going on. So that's only the second really major infraction this evening against the Aces. Half the distance to the goal. It'll be first and... So it's still going to be 2nd down. We'll see. And Knieven gets into the end zone. So the Aces let him into the end zone for the first time tonight, and the Pilots break the scoring ice and get the goose egg off the scoreboard. The score comes with 7:38 to go in the third quarter, and that makes it a 20-6 game as the Pilots will get ready for the extra point conversion attempt. They're showing kick. They might as well. They're not to the point yet where a point more or less is going to matter. That one's up. And good. 20-7 now, as the Pilots finally are able to put one into the end zone. Still down by 2 scores. It's a 13-point lead for the Aces, and Hicksville is going to get ready to get the football back here in quarter number 3 and go on offense for the first time in the second half. There we go. It was odd phrasing. It sounded almost like they said they were encouraging unsupervised children to run onto the field, but I don't think that's what they meant. But, you know, we'll talk a little bit when the game ends, and if there are a bunch of wild unsupervised kids running down on the field, we'll have video evidence. 7:38 to go. We're kidding our compatriots up here. We have a great crew and great people to work with. Our fellow broadcasters and the staff here at Ayersville, making us feel very welcome. And so we Always enjoy being able to come here to call a game, whether it's basketball or volleyball or football, whatever the case may be. Again, 7:38 to go, and the Pilots going to kick it off to the Aces. Hicksville ready to go on offense for the first time here in the second half tonight. That's going to be a little roller, and the Aces are going to fall on it at the Pilots' 49-yard line. That was number 62, Zach Schooley. We don't call his name often, but Zach did a good job that time keeping the ball in front of him, fell on it, and despite many efforts by the Pilots, they were not able to knock it loose. Hoping for maybe a quick turnaround and get the football right back. So here we go. The Aces looking to, again, put together another good offensive drive as they did several times in the first half. Turnbull dropping back. Two wide on the near side towards us, one on the far side, and Cross Zedike in motion. Quick lateral out to Zedike. It's caught. Zedike powering ahead across the sideline. I think he got across the 45. We'll see where they say he stepped out of bounds or his knee. Oh, they're going to give him quite a run. He's going to get down to about the 42-yard line. Nice job. 7 yards for Cross Zedike to bring up 2nd and 3. He'll be the lone back behind Turnbull again. And again, 3 on the near side, 1 on the far side. And he'll put it up in the air and almost picked off, broken up. Stuckey, the intended receiver, couldn't grab it. That'll bring up 3rd and 3. No gain on the play. Clock will stop with 6:55 to go in the quarter. And the Aces will have a 3rd and 3 to chew on here. Bassett goes out on the far side. Stuckey and Sanders on the near side towards us. And that's going to be caught. Stuckey. It's going to be an incomplete pass. He caught the ball and got hit right away. He did not have enough time to consider it under control, and that'll bring up 4th down. So an incomplete pass makes it 4th and 3 for the Aces on the Pilot side of the field. Langham comes over by Zedike. And timeout on the field. The Aces want to talk about it. So the Aces took the play clock down to just about 0, called the timeout. That'll be their first of the second half. And when we come back into play, it'll be 4th down and 3 for Hicksville at the Pilots' 42-yard line. 6:49 to go here in quarter number 3. Aces still up 20-7 in this varsity football game here tonight. Craig McCord Field, Bill and Brian, glad to have you here with us. Hope you're enjoying the free live coverage on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. If you are, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Edgerton up 24-6 here tonight. What was the last score you had for the Apaches? At halftime, they were leading Antwerp 28-6. So 4th and 3 for the Aces. So we've got Langham in the backfield along with Zedike. They're going to do the little fire drill here. Reset their front line. Play clock down under 10. Langham gets the snap. Langham is going to be in a world of trouble. That did not work at all. Langham is going to be dropped back around the 50-yard line, maybe even the 49. So the Aces' fourth down conversion attempt goes nowhere. They're going to put the ball right at the midfield stripe. It'll be 1st and 10 Pilots. And they still have 6:43 to go here in the third quarter, as that Aces offensive series did not use up a lot of clock here in the third quarter. So Pilots looking to close the gap a little further. They've only got half a field to go. Knieven gets the quick handoff, but it's only going to get a couple yards. Aces, I think, are starting to dial in on Knieven a little bit. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Pilots, but they do get into Aces territory at the 48-yard line. Sigler's going to run out with the play from the sideline. Alex Sigler, a freshman, 5'7", but does a good job under center. Got some great backs to hand the football to. Quick handoff, and take it down to the 45-yard line. Will be 3rd and 5. So a 3rd and 5 is, again, the Pilots starting to get their legs underneath them here in the second half. Knieven breaks free. Knieven, he's off to the races. They're going to finally tackle him and get him down inside the 10. But Torian Knieven gets the job done yet again tonight for the Pilots, as he powers through the defensive line, breaks a couple of tackles, and was off to the races for a 1st and goal, as the Pilots can close in and make this a one-score game. That missed extra point in the first half might come into play. Knieven, not much there that time. Maybe closed down to the 5. 2nd and goal from the 5. Sigler again comes in with the play. Inside, nope, nothing doing there. That'll be held short again. That'll bring up 3rd and goal. Zedike got the stop that time. They're going to keep it right at about the, well, let's see. Got the football at the 2-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and goal. And that means the Pilots are going to take 2 more cracks at it. Sigler up under center. Knieven's going to get, they got him around the ankles. They're going to drop him for a little bit of a loss, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. Schooley. Deacon Bell, number 52, down for the Aces, and he'll be tended to. 3:28 to go here in quarter number 3. The Pilots with the football and driving, looking to punch one in. They've got a 4th and goal from the 3-yard line coming up when play resumes. They get Bell up. They'll walk him off. We'll get ready to get back into action here. Aces D looking to hold for one more play. And here come the Pilots. All or nothing on this fourth down play. So here we go, a 4th and 3 for the Pilots.
Here's the pitch,
Knieven, and he'll get in. Nice spin move from Knieven, and he breaks into the end zone. Touchdown, Pilots. So just like that, in about 9 minutes, the Pilots have erased 13 of the 20-point lead that the Aces had starting quarter number 3. They'll go for the kick here to make it a 6-point game. And again, the Aces missing that one extra point might come into play. We'll have to wait and see. Kick is up. And that one's good. 14-20, and the Pilots close to within 6 points. 3:09 to go in the third quarter, and Aces will get ready to get back on offense. Coming up here shortly on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Friday night varsity football action for you in week number 7. Aces came into this game with an overall record of 4 losses and 2 wins. They had one non-conference win against Swanton and one conference win against the Antwerp Archers. Non-conference losses to Patrick Henry and Eden, and conference losses to Tenora and to Wayne Trace on a rain-soaked Friday night last week. Much nicer weather here tonight. And actually, the first part of the Wayne Trace game really wasn't too bad for us. It was the second half when the wind shifted. The rain started coming right in through the open windows that we got a little bit soaked. All right, the Aces, and again, I'm sure they're going to be on guard in case of another onside or squib kick attempt. So we'll see what the Pilots choose to do this time around. Mikowski, number 23, the kicker. And this time they're going to put their foot into it. Caught by Langham back at the 15. Langham looking for a hole. Langham getting some free space. Langham out near midfield. They'll drop him at about the 49-yard line. We'll see where they officially mark him, but it looked like his forward progress was being stopped right around midfield. So we'll see where they officially put him down, but a good run back from Langham. Be 35 yards if they put him at the 50. Yeah, make it 34 yards. So they put it at the 49. He picked it up again back at about the 15-yard line. Back in action, Turnbull working out of the shotgun. 3 minutes exactly on the third quarter clock. To Zedike. Zedike turns the corner. Zedike still on his feet. Zedike tiptoeing up the sideline inside the 40-yard line. I think they're going to mark him out at about the 39. Great catch and run from Cross Zedike. And that'll be another first down for the Aces. First and 10 from the Pilots' 39-yard line. Turnbull again pitches it out, that time to Langham. Langham, good move. Langham turns upfield. Langham breaking free on the far sideline. Langham off to the races. Tripped up, man. He dove towards the pylon. And a flag on the play. And that's going to be a holding on the Aces. So Scratch that nice run from Brant Langham, and they're going to back him up 10 yards and do it again. Well, I hate to say it, but sometimes when they break free like that and are able to make the big long run, it's because there's somebody holding to help them out. Spot foul, so they're going to mark that back at the Pilots' 49-yard line. So it'll be first and about 20 for the Aces. Turnbull looking to get some of it back. Caught by Langham. Langham turns upfield. Langham will get about half of it back. Sigler was the one that pushed him out of bounds after he picked up, looks like about 8 yards. That'll bring up second down at about 12. They're going to say officially second and 13 on the scoreboard. And again, a pass out caught by Langham. Langham up the side of the field, down to about the 30-yard line. That's going to be pretty close to first down yardage. So that'll be 3rd and 1 for the Aces at the 30-yard line, as they've done a good job recovering from that holding call. Langham goes in motion. Hand off to Zedike. Zedike, I don't know. It's going to be mighty close. Zedike got stopped at the 30. That'll bring up 4th and 1. So 4th and 1 now for the Aces. Down to 5 on the play clock. No, Turnbull tried to hang on to it himself. He's going to lose a couple, and the Aces are going to turn it over on downs. Nothing doing that time. So just a little over 90 seconds left to go in quarter number 3, and the Aces turn it over on downs as Turnbull tries to do the quarterback keeper, loses 3 yards. They needed to get to about the 29-yard line, and they dropped Turnbull back at the 33. So the Pilots now feeling it. They're only down by 6. Handoff. Tripped up. McConnell, number 24, with the carry. He gets tripped up. He'll get positive yardage. Gain about 4, and it'll be 2nd and 6 for Ayersville. Aces need to put together a stop here. Ziegler rolling out. He's being pursued, and he's just going to throw it away. And a flag on the play. And we'll see what the indication is going to be. And it's going to be a personal foul on the Aces, and they're going to say they roughed the passer. Guess they hit Sigler a little too hard after he threw the football. So that'll be another first down on a penalty and another big penalty against the Aces here in the second half to help the Pilots get a little further down the field on homecoming night here in Ayersville. And they're having another conversation before they clear the ball for play. Okay. So the roughing the passer penalty will move the ball into Aces territory for the Pilots. Hand off to Knieven. Knieven avoids two and gets another first down. Move the flags and Knieven down to the 40, or make that the 37-yard line of the Aces. First and 10. As Hicksville starting to get a little nervous over on the other side of the field. They might see that 20-point lead evaporate here. As again, this third quarter has been all Pilots. There's no doubt about it. Clock continuing to roll. We're down to 15 seconds. This will likely be the last play of quarter number 3. Hand off Knieven. He'll be stopped at about the line of scrimmage. Might even lost a half a yard. Langham got him, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. After 3, the Pilots explode. They score 2 touchdowns. Aces still leading 20-14. End of the third quarter here at Ayersville tonight. Hey, a big thank you to another one of our Diamond Level underwriting supporters making our coverage possible this evening. That's the Hicksville Pharmacy. They're your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Full-service pharmacy for you and your family's pharmaceutical needs. Also, medical supplies, equipment, over-the-counter medication, and more. Gift sundries, greeting cards. Next time you're in downtown Hicksville, stop in and see for yourself what a difference being locally owned and operated truly makes. We want to thank the Myers family for their continued support of our Aces Sports broadcasts. And remember, if you'd like the latest information on flu shots, COVID boosters, or more, give them a call, 419-542-6218. They'll be happy to help you out. Want to thank them once again. Hope you will do the same. The Hicksville Pharmacy, again, they're your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Well, one thing remains consistent, whether you're at the press box at Hicksville or here in Ayersville. When the cheerleaders throw out those little footballs, none of them have the arm to make it up to the first level of the press box. We've had a couple come close. A couple of times we've had softball players on the cheerleading squad that can put their arm into it. But a lot of fun here tonight. Pilots back in action. Here we go. Pitch back and a nice hole. And down to about the 31-yard line. As the Pilots start quarter 4 just as hot as they finished quarter 3. 11:45 and the clock rolling. Again, Aces clinging to a 6-point lead here tonight. Sigler comes in from the sideline. Here we go. Down to 10 seconds on the play clock. Sigler under center. Play clock down to 3. Uh-oh, could be trouble. They finally got him at about the 15. They've been making positive yardage for real on that play all night long. It works again, and it's first and 10 down to the 17-yard line for the Pilots. Looking to draw even or maybe take the lead. Sigler again, quick handoff. Knieven, he'll get a couple. They're going to give him, they're giving him a lot of forward progress. I didn't think he got that far, but they're going to give him about 5 yards. Second and 5, so he must have gone in the air a little bit before his knee went down. Second and 5 for the Pilots. Ball at the 12-yard line. Sigler getting hands off to Knieven. Knieven gets inside the 10. Maybe down to about the, let's see, about the 8-yard line. Make it a 3rd and 1 for the Pilots. Touchdown here will tie the game, and the conversion might make the difference for the Pilots here tonight. 3rd and 1. Knieven, he's got it. 1st and goal coming up for the Pilots. Knieven, strong carry, he's down around the 5. We'll see where they mark him officially. It looks like the football just inside the 5-yard line, 1st and goal. Up to the line come the Pilots. Fake handoff, and into the end zone he goes. Knieven pops it in, and we're tied at 20. So here we go. Pilots. PAT pending to take the lead. They were down 20-0 at halftime, and if they take the lead here, they will have battled back with 3 unanswered touchdowns. And that looks good from our standpoint. It is. So the Pilots battle back from a 3-point deficit to take the lead, 21-20 here in the 4th quarter at Craig McCord Field. 8 minutes and 40 seconds left in regulation. The Aces are going to get ready to get the football back. Only down by 1, so this game ain't over yet. But the Aces are going to have to get it together here and put together a good offensive drive. Optimistically, they'd be able to march it down the field, take a good amount of time off the clock and end it. Punching it in for the TD. And then either getting the conversion or maybe even going for 2 so that a touchdown and a PAT by the Pilots would only tie it. We'll see what happens. Aces out onto the field, ready to receive the kick. We'll see what the Pilots have up their sleeve. Langham, the deep man for Hicksville. And that'll be a good kick. Langham scoops it up inside the 10, and he's going to have to take a knee at about the 11 or 12-yard line. Whoa, boy. I mean, Brent had nothing to lose, because if he hadn't touched the ball, it was either going to roll out of bounds or, like I said, it was going to get downed inside the 10. So he grabbed it and got what he could, and even if it was only 2 or 3 yards, they'll put the ball at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Aces. A long field to work with here in the 4th quarter. 8 minutes, 37 seconds on the clock, and they're 89 yards away from pay dirt. Last minute substitution coming into the game. Deacon Bell, number 52, comes in. All right. Snap Turnbull looking to get some yardage. Caught. Langham on the far side. He's out around. There's a flag on the play. The flag is at about the 24-yard line on the far side of the field. And it looks like another hold on the Aces. So if that's the 23, that'll back it up to the 13. So it'll be so if it's a spot foul, the flag is on about the 23-yard line, so it'd be 10 yards from that spot back to the 13. So actually the Aces would actually pick up a couple on the play. So it'll be 1st and 8 after the holding call is enforced. So 3 out wide on the near side towards us for the Aces. Zedike in the backfield with Turnbull. He's in motion now too. And a flag is thrown. And he's going to be dropped. But I don't think this play is going to matter. Yep. He moved when he shouldn't have done that. So it'll be 5. And that'll make it now that it's going to be 1st and about 13 for the Aces. So back them up 5 more to make it 1st and 13. So inside the 10 now, which is about where the ball would have been if Langham hadn't returned the kick a few yards. Turnbull puts the ball in the air, and a flag. A couple of flags thrown, it looks like. And that might be on Ayersville. That looked like it might have been some offensive pass or defensive pass interference, because when the ball was thrown, the Aces receiver was down on the ground. So we'll see what the officials come up with. We're going to have another huddle of the men in the black and white shirts there at about the 15-yard line. And it'll be pass interference on the Pilots. So that'll be it'll be an automatic 1st down for the Aces. And that'll move out, and they'll get more than 13 yards, so will be a 1st down, a fresh set of downs. They'll move the chains. So they don't get it where the spot of the foul. And a timeout called. Is this an official timeout? The Ayersville coaching staff is not happy with the call. To put it mildly. But I have to admit, it looked to me as if the defender tackled the intended receiver well before he had an opportunity to get to the ball. And you don't get to do that. So here we go. It's 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line now for the Aces. 8:05 to go in regulation. Turnbull, he's going to air it out again. Bassett, oh! Off the hands of Bassett. And then it was off the hands of number 11, Ryan Johnson, for the Pilots. And then it was almost grabbed by Brant Langham, which would have been one for the highlight reel. But instead it falls to the turf, and it's incomplete. And it'll bring up 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 7:58 to go. Turnbull. Turnbull hangs on to it himself. Turnbull in a world of trouble, and again he's going to get... Did he get rid of it here? Yeah, he got it to Bassett. And Bassett will at least get something out of it. It'll be 3rd and 7. Pitches it out, and then thrown, caught, and dropped. Oh. Austin Sanders had it and couldn't hold on to it when he hit the turf. That'll bring up 4th down, and the Aces are going to need to punt it away this deep in their own territory. Langham will drop back to punt. Or at least that's what it seems to be. Though I don't think they're going to try any funny business here. And Langham, good kick. And it'll take a nice Aces roll and out of bounds right around the 40-yard line of the Pilots. So we'll see where they mark it out of bounds officially. They're going to say at about the 43-yard line. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. The one referee said the 43, and the one on the far side said the 45. So they're going to listen to him and give the Pilots the ball at the 45-yard line. Quick handoff again, and not much there. Maybe about 2 yards. Knieven gets a couple. The Pilots, of course, would love to do like the Aces were hoping to do on their last offensive series, and the Pilots would like to be the ones that put together a sustained drive and burn a bunch of time off the clock and wind up in the end zone. And false start. Back him up 5. So, yep, they'll back him up 5. They'll make it 2nd and 13. Again, there was some movement on the line there, it looked like. So we're going to have an official stoppage. The game clock is running. The play clock is not. So we're going to have to they've stopped the game clock at 5:58. But the game clock was running the way it should have been. But the play clock was not moving. It was stuck on 25. And it should have started once they set the ball and cleared for play in the snap. So again, a conference with the Pilots coaching staff. The head official to straighten things out or figure out what they're going to do. So they want the game clock reset to 6:10, which has been done. And we'll see if everything starts like it's supposed to. And there we go. Okay. Now the play clock is operating properly. So it's a 2nd and 13 for the Pilots. Play clock down to 5, 4. And Ziegler looking to throw it. He's under, and he'll just have to throw it towards the sideline. There was a receiver in the area, went past the line of scrimmage, so no problem there. But that will bring up 3rd down and 13 with 5:39. Clock will stop with the incompletion. Ziegler up under. Pitches it back. Knieven looking for a hole. Finds a little running room. He'll get out to about the 49-yard line. Langham got him at the 49, and that's going to bring up 4th down. 4th and 6 for the Pilots on their side of the field. And Ziegler will come out, and again they'll show punt, but they have snapped it to Knieven directly. They did it and got a 1st down earlier in the game. And that'll be a high snap back to Ziegler, and Ziegler put his foot into it. And not a bad kick. It's going to roll down, and it'll be down to about the 15-yard line. So the Aces get the stop. Pilots have to punt it on 4th down. And Aces will get the ball back, 1st and 10, at about their own 14-yard line. Four minutes, 44 seconds for Hicksville to work with, down by a point. Bassett coming out wide near us, along with Langham. And caught by Bassett. And he misses, yes. Bassett eludes the defender, and he gets out. And another flag on the play, though. Getting a lot of them on Aces offensive plays here in this second half. It'll be against the Aces again. So that'll back him up. Half the distance to the goal at the 7-yard line. Still 1st down. And again, another conference from the officials. And they're going to pick the ball up, and then they're going to stop, and they'll take one step forward and 2 steps back, and they'll put the ball down. So was that just a 5-yard penalty instead of half the distance to the goal? Okay. I don't like to say things about the officials, but some of the things tonight have made you sort of maybe have a little shaky confidence in them. Turnbull rolling out, looking downfield, caught by Bassett. Bassett will be brought down at about the 20-yard line. He should be at the 20. He caught it there and then was picked up and moved backwards. But nope, they're going to say 18-yard line. Okay. Now at the 19-yard line. Turnbull again, looking downfield. He's airing it out, and that was not a defensive pass interference call. That was 2 guys getting their feet tangled up with each other, and the Hicksville intended receiver just hit the turf. Now bring up 3rd down for the Aces. No flag there, and there was not one needed. Again, they just sort of ran into each other and tripped each other up a little bit. Turnbull. Bassett catches it, and that should be good enough for a 1st down for the Aces. That'll move it out to about the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for Hicksville. Fresh set of downs. Turnbull working out his receivers a bit here late in the game. Turnbull rolling out, looking downfield, puts the ball in the air, caught by Langham. Langham turns it upfield. He'll be out at about the 40. Well, they're going to say that they knocked him out at about the 38-yard line. But that'll be good enough for another 1st down for the Aces. 3:22. And the Pilots are going to take a timeout. That'll be their first one of the second half. Aces got their rhythm going, and the Pilots looking for the timeout to maybe throw them out of rhythm a little bit. End of the 3rd, and the Apaches are leading the Archers 42-6 tonight. Throw out that score update. Here it's a 1-point game, 21-20. The Pilots leading with 3:22 to go in regulation. Aces with the ball, 1st and 10 on Hicksville's 38-yard line, and a timeout on the field called by the Pilots. Again, I think maybe looking to sort of like break up the rhythm or stall the momentum a little bit for the Aces on this offensive drive. So the teams will break huddle, and we'll get ready to get back into action here. 1st and 10 for Hicksville. So here we go on a 1st and 10. Turnbull. Seedike, the lone back behind Turnbull. Langham in motion and false start. That'll back him up 5. One of the wide receivers out on the near side towards us took off a little bit early. When Langham started moving behind the line of scrimmage, one of the possible receivers took a step forward. So the Aces, again, 1 step forward and 1 step back sometimes here tonight in this second half, as they've been bit by the penalty bug.
5 yards, not 10.
And
Wow.
they'll pick the ball up. Yeah, they marked it a 10-yard penalty, which, okay. Yeah, it should only be 1st and 15. Turnbull. Again, puts a man in motion. And again, the false start. Oh, boy. Twice in a row, same mistake. Now it's a 1st and 20. The Aces are stuck in reverse here. And again, they'll shift everybody around at right before the snap fire drill. And we'll see if they can get it off this time. Yeah, they didn't put anybody in motion that time. Turnbull airing it out. Through the hands of Parker Bassett. Bring up 3rd down, or make that 2nd down and 20. Bassett right in his hands. And couldn't hold on to it. 2nd down and 20 now for Hicksville. Clock stops on the incompletion with 3:14 to go in the game. Turnbull getting the call from the sideline. Going to have to hurry. 2, 1, there we go. Turnbull hurls it over to the far side, slips a tackle. And he'll get near to the original line of scrimmage, a pickup of 8, maybe 9, to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 11 now for the Aces. Clock continues to roll, 2:45 and counting. Turnbull airing it out again. And incomplete again. No flag on that one. Fourth and 11 now for the Aces. Got to have to go for it here. .228 left in regulation. No guarantee you're going to get the ball back. Well, they're going to show punt. No. Now they move Langham back up. And they're going to call a timeout. Aces moved some people around to see what the reaction's going to be from the Pilots. And then they call the timeout. They'll have one remaining. They're down by a point, 21-20. 2:28 to go in regulation, and the Aces looking at a 4th and 11 with the ball at their own 37-yard line. Aces, again, just got themselves snake bit. They were their own worst enemy with 2 back-to-back false starts. Went from a 1st and 10 to a 1st and 20. And again, in this second half, they've had a couple of significant penalties and some holds. So just really have not been so the Aces owned the first half, and the second half has been so far all Pilots, and a missed extra point conversion kick has been the difference. could be the game right here. Turnbull. And he got it. Langham comes through in the clutch, makes the grab at the Pilots' 41-yard line to keep the Aces' offensive drive alive. Turnbull again, dropped. Hit him right in the numbers and he dropped it. That was Langham that it just bounced right off of his chest pads and hits the turf. So 2nd and 10. So here we go. The Aces on a 2nd and 10. Flags go flying. And that might get him an easy 5.
No way! That's going to be this guy.
We're going to see. Going to have another conference. The Aces are saying an encroachment. And it's going to be against the Pilots. Well, we're here on the Pilots side of the field, and well, let me just say that there are people that don't agree with that here in the stands in front of us. But that'll be 5 the easy way for the Aces, and it'll bring up a 1st and 5 and move the ball to the 36-yard line. So 2nd and 5. There we go. Turnbull rolling out. Puts the ball into the hands of Langham. Langham, positive yardage again to about the 22. So they're going to say, well, actually the 23-yard line. And that'll be 1st and 10 Aces. Turnbull. Turnbull puts it in the air again, caught by Stuckey. Stuckey inside, well, they're going to say right at the 15. He goes out of bounds, stops the clock at 1:49. Second and 2. Turnbull, his Aces back in the red zone. Flag on the play. Turnbull is going to go in to the end zone, but I don't think it's going to matter. That looks to me like it's going to be another hold against the Aces. But we'll see. The flag is at the 21-yard line. And sure enough, it's another hold against the Aces. Like clockwork here in the second half. That'll back him up to the 31-yard line. Still be second down. If it's from the spot of the foul, the flag was at the 21-yard line. Well, they're going to put the ball right on the 25-yard line. 2nd and 12. So it must have been at the 16-yard line or whatever. All right. Over and drop. It's definitely a forward pass, so that's incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 12 as Langham couldn't make the, well, it was like at the top of his shoes, so shoestring. 3rd down for the Aces. Here we go. 1:36. Looking to punch it in and maybe steal a win here at Craig McCord Field tonight. Bassett on the near side towards us. Langham and Sanders on the far side. Turnbull running for his life. Turnbull spin move, dives forward. He's going to be close, but I don't think he's going to make it to the first down marker. That's going to be on the 15-yard line. 4th and 2 for the Aces. Clock running, closing in on a minute to go. Still 17, 15, and counting on plenty of time on the play clock. A 4th and 2. And, yep, I was wondering. Pilots took their time, but they called the timeout. Pilots call a timeout. I was expecting that. That's too big of play defensively for them. So that'll be the second timeout for Ayersville, and that'll leave each team with one remaining for the remainder of the game, or at least for regulation. So the football is going to be right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a 4th and 2 for the Aces. 54 seconds left in regulation. Hicksville down by 1 point, 21-20. So as plays go in high school football, there ain't many that are much bigger than this one. Here we go. This is what it's all about. Pilots and the Aces on their feet on both sides of the field. Turnbull all alone in the backfield, at least right now. Turnbull, ball in the air, and he dropped it. Cross Z-Dyke turned around, and the ball shot right through his hands and his legs. Incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs. Only one timeout for the Aces. Pilots are going to be able to come out and take a knee. Well, they'll have to do it twice, but this one's over. Oh, what a heartbreaker for Aces fans. So close and looking to finish it. The referees are standing around again and having a conference.
Which is understandable. We are 0-6 right now. Okay, I get it.
So the Pilots getting things set. And they'll take the knee. They'll have to do it one more time. The game clock is about 4 seconds ahead of the play clock, so they're going to need to. They can do it at any time now. There's under 40 seconds on the clock, and the play clock will reset to 40 as soon as they snap and take a knee. So that part's academic. And they're going to wait and, okay, I guess they're going to make sure, doubly sure. And there you go. That should do it. The Pilots pick up a win on homecoming night as they snatch victory from the jaws of defeat right out of the mouth of the Aces. 21-20, the final score here tonight. Aces owned the first half 20-0 as they went into the locker room, but the second half it was night and day. The Pilots came out, took control, 3 unanswered touchdowns, 2 in the third quarter and 1 to start off the fourth. And the Aces had their chances, their opportunities, but again, some big penalties, some holds, some false starts, and in the end, Cross Z-Dyke not able to grab a pass to get a first down and keep the drive going, and the Pilots are able to come out and take a couple of knees in the victory formation to pick up the win tonight. Aces will now drop to 5-2 on the season and 1-2. 1-3 in the GMC. And they'll look to recover and try to bounce back for their homecoming coming up next week. But that's not going to be easy, as the Aces will be facing off against the Paulding Panthers 1 week from tonight. Well, before we close it out, one more Diamond Level Underwriting supporter to say a big thank you to here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel tonight. Our friends at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio. A world-class facility located right in Hicksville's Industrial Park. Solutions for business and industry that include plasma, robotics, welding, so much more. Check them out online at www.arcsolinc.com to check out some of the amazing projects and the things that they have done. It's incredible what they are capable of doing, not only for businesses around the region and around our area, but around the state and around the country. It is truly some remarkable stuff, and it's all right here in Hicksville, Ohio. Well, we're in Ayersville, but you know what I mean, at the Hicksville Industrial Park. We want to thank them so very much. They're great members of our community. Whenever there's any type of community effort in and around Hicksville, you'll always see ARC Solution listed as one of the supporters or benefactors, and we're so proud that they've chosen to support our efforts to bring you Aces sports action on HIX-TV as well. We hope that you will thank them as we do. The good people at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio. Again, they're located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, a world-class facility out there, and online at www.arcsolinc.com. Well, that's going to do it for this evening. Again, we want to say a big thank you to all four of our Diamond Level Underwriting supporters. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks also to our friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, and online at aptmfg.com/careers. Thanks to the Hicksville Pharmacy. They're your good neighbor pharmacy. Located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Phone 419-542-6218 for the latest information on flu shots, COVID boosters, and more. Wow, I don't know what brought that on. And finally, our friends at ARC Solution Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio. World-class facility in Hicksville's Industrial Park. And online at www.arcsolinc.com. Well, I better hurry up and wrap this one up quick before I choke to death. We want to say a big thank you once again to the Ayersville Athletic Department. Always a pleasure to come here to call some action. And again, we want to thank them for the space and the great food and the limo ride up to the press box, the whole 9 yards. We really appreciate it. Always a great time coming over here, and we look forward to visiting Ayersville every other year or so, depending on what sport we're covering at whatever given time. And finally, thanks to all of you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the live stream action here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel on this Friday night. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. Our next sports broadcast comes your way next week on Monday. It'll be just before 5:30, and that will be girls volleyball action, as it will be senior night coming up on October the 7th. And with that, well, we're going to wrap it up one final time tonight. Final score, heartbreaker for the Aces as the Pilots winners here on their homecoming night, beating the Aces by 1 point, 21-20, the final score. So for Ryan Williams, running the iPad Pro camera this evening, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. Thanks for joining us once again, and we wish you all a very good night.